The Axeman of New Orleans. He didn't steal. He didn't speak. He came with an axe and vanished into the night. For a year, he turned New Orleans into a city of fear, leaving only broken doors, shattered skulls, and one letter that chilled the world. He called himself a demon, and he demanded jazz. This is the terrifying, unsolved story of the Axeman of New Orleans. The terror began quietly in the early hours of May 23, 1918. Joseph and Catherine Maggio, an Italian-American couple, were found murdered in their home. Their throats had been slashed with a razor, then their heads beaten in with an axe. The scene was pure horror. There was no robbery, no sign of struggle. The killer had removed a panel from their back door with a chisel, then slipped inside and struck while they slept. Police were baffled, but they assumed it was an isolated case. They were wrong. Just weeks later, the Axeman struck again. Louis Beesimer and Harriet Lowe were found in the back of their grocery store, their skulls fractured. A blood-covered axe lay nearby. Once again, the back door had been carefully removed with a chisel. Harriet died weeks later. Louis survived but remembered nothing. Soon after, a pregnant woman named Anna Schneider was found covered in blood in her home. She survived. Her baby was born healthy, but the police now saw a disturbing pattern. The killer was targeting Italian grocers. He broke in through wooden doors using chisels. He used the victim's own axes, and he struck in total silence. Late 1918, New Orleans was in a full state of panic. The Axeman was killing at random, leaving no evidence behind. In August, Joseph Romano was found dead in his bedroom. His two nieces had seen a shadowy figure fleeing the home. Then the Axeman went quiet for months, but his silence was only temporary. Then came one of the strangest moments in American crime history. On March 13, 1919, a letter arrived at the New Orleans Times-Picayune newspaper. It was allegedly from the Axeman himself. The letter was long, bizarre, and terrifying. Here's part of what it said. "They have never caught me, and they never will. I am not a human being, but a spirit and a demon from the hottest hell. I love jazz music, and I swear by all the devils in the nether regions, every person shall be spared in whose home a jazz band is playing." He gave the city a warning. On the night of March 19th, he would kill again, unless people played jazz. That night, New Orleans became a city of music. Bands played in homes, bars, street corners. People danced not for joy, but for survival, and true to his word, the Axeman didn't kill anyone that night. It was one of the most surreal moments in criminal history. A killer controlling a city with music. But the jazz truce didn't last. In August 1919, grocer Charles Cordemelia, his wife Rosie, and their 2-year-old daughter were attacked in their sleep. The daughter died. Charles and Rosie survived. Rosie accused a neighbor, but the charges didn't hold up. Then in October, Mike Pepitone was murdered, his head bashed in with an axe. His wife witnessed a figure escaping, and just like that, the Axeman disappeared. Forever. Who was the Axeman, and why did he kill? Some believe he was a serial killer with a hatred for Italian grocers. Others think he was mentally ill, obsessed, with jazz, ritual, or both. Some think he was a hitman for the Italian mafia, sending a brutal message. Others believe he was exactly what he claimed, a demon, no fingerprints, no suspects, no justice. Over a dozen people were attacked. 6 confirmed dead, the killer never found. The Axeman left behind no identity, but an unforgettable legend. He's been featured in books, horror series, and even jazz songs. But at the heart of the myth is a trail of very real blood. He forced a city to dance. He vanished like smoke. And he was never seen again. The Axeman of New Orleans may be gone, but his story still plays on, like a dark melody in the night. If you crave the darkest chapters of history, if you're drawn to the unsolved, the disturbing, and the unforgettable, subscribe to Dark Chapter and never miss the stories the world tried to forget.